If each one of us at a camp, then of course we'll talk, you know what I'm saying, just have fun and joke around. But we're not in a group chat, but I always support anybody that's in the SEC. I mean, just knowing that it's a tough league, and to be able to be a quarterback in the SEC, you got to withstand some stuff and sacrifice some different things in your life. So being able to be in the SEC and to be a quarterback is truly amazing.
KJ, do you think you're one of the best quarterbacks in this league?
I do think so.
When you were ranked 14th out of all the SEC quarterbacks last year, you noticed that do you still use that as fuel, even though my guy Brad Crawford, who did it, not to throw him under the bus, but like, even though people like that have done a 180, do you still use that as fuel and remember that?
I mean, I do. I mean, just coming from where I come from, I mean, you've always been doubted. So, I mean, just adding it to the you know what I'm saying, fuel to the fire and just keep it pushing, just knowing that I can't dwell on it and just keep looking at it over and over again, because the more and more I look at it, my mind is not in the right spot, and I need to be out there working, and somebody's already ahead of me if I'm just studying work, dwelling on what my ranking is or where I'm at on the depth chart and all that. So just being able to just come in and just keep working and have that working mentality, and just knowing that when Saturday comes, I just have to prove myself to everybody.
How bittersweet is the Ole Miss game to look back on? Individually, you were unbelievable, but not being able to come out with the win and the 2-point conversion times, all those different things. Is it one of those games that you felt like was a turning point, or is it just kind of frustrating to look back and know that you guys came up short?
It's kind of frustrating to look back and knowing that, I mean, I feel like I gave them my all and my teammates gave it their all. And so for us, each and everybody to give it their all and we come up short, it's pretty frustrating. But I mean, I know we had several mistakes in that game that could have put us ahead. And just being able to just go in and watch the film and be able to come in and correct those mistakes so it won't happen again, it's pretty, it turned a negative to a positive.
KJ, is your mom?
I haven't seen it at the house, but I seen one in his office though.
Oh, it's in his office.
I seen one in the office.
What's your favorite songs on there?
I haven't. I'm just keeping 100. Coach Pim don't let nobody close to it. Even if you look like you want to go over there and touch it, he right there behind you, making sure what you're doing, looking over your shoulder. So I haven't been that close to it because Coach Pim, that's his baby. He ain't gonna let nobody get too close.
So you don't know what's on it?
I don't know what's on it. I don't know what's on it.
Going back to receivers, can you talk about freshman tight end Tyrus Washington?
Tyrus just came along great. I mean, he's picking up on the offense really well. Trey Knox has also took him under his wing and just showed him the different ropes and different tactics that he can use to his advantage in his playing style. So he's came along really well.
Coach Pittman said that players, he's not necessarily players, I shouldn't say that, but people aren't necessarily respecting the stay off the hog statue sign that's on there. Have you been one of those guys who's gotten on the hog statue as like
I haven't. I respect it. Yeah, I respect it.
KJ, the Texas win, how would you describe or rank that atmosphere of all the games you played there?
It was surreal. I mean, because I didn't know how big the rival was, so like stepping off the bus before the hog walk, I was like, there's a lot of people out here. So then, but when I got into the stadium and we were warming up, I still didn't realize how big the rival was until I seen Jerry Jones walk out there. So when he walked out on the field, that's when I realized, like, it's a big game. So, like, everybody got to lock in. So, I mean, just having a game like that and then having the fans just rush the field after the victory is just surreal. I mean, because those moments as a kid, you look on TV and you watch it happen on TV and you want to be a part of it. And then to actually be a part of it is just very surreal and I just want to embrace it all.
Do you think it'll be hard for Texas OU to adjust when they join the SEC?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're both elite programs, so I feel like just coming in their first year, I mean, there'll be some adjusting they have to do, but I feel like they're pretty good.
Do you still keep in touch with Traylon? Do you text with him pretty regularly?
Yeah, we were just on FaceTime yesterday.
What do you guys talk about?
He was just showing me his house, and he had just got done leaving the facility and got some extra work in. So, we talk about every day, and we also play the game together too. So
that was a brag. That was like, hey, I've got that first round money, I can buy a house.
What are your early impressions of K4?
Oh, just him he's a veteran. I mean, he's been around, so he knows what it takes to win, and just his work ethic. I mean, so it be times where we have to tell K, like, just chill, like it's break period now. So I mean, it's just his motive for him to just keep going, and just also the leadership that he brings into the quarterback room and the knowledge that he has, and I'm learning from him, and he don't we all learning off each other and just different little tactics in our own different ways. So this K4, he's been a great asset to the team.
JJ, you guys don't have a true road game until week 6, and I know there's the neutral game close to home too, but just with the, I guess the mention of how tough your guys' schedule is, how much of a relief is it that you guys get to start the season, at home and so close to home?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing for one. I mean, just to be able to have those many home games and just have all of our fans and everybody in the surrounding area just come out and watch the Hogs play. So I would say it's a blessing starting off. I mean, just being able to just have the culture and the fans and just have everybody just come around and support the Hogs no matter what, and then just the love and the affection that they give off to us, and we just want to just give it in return and just put on a great show for them.
Does it add any, extra excitement for the season to start?
It does. I mean, I feel like everybody bumped J-Cat. I feel like everybody's in the whole entire team is just ready to just get out there and just get back on the field and play and just get into in the environment, in the stadium.
KJ, you talked about little things getting better. Can you be specific on some of those things as a quarterback, what you're working on to take your game to the next level?
Just decision making. So, I mean, when I say decision making, just getting in and evaluating my film and just critiquing myself on footwork, or why did I make this read, or why did I make this throw, or why did I take the ball here, or what gave me a point to say like, oh, I took the ball here because the defense kept this way, or so when I say little things, it's just like little critique details, and just me just being able to realize like, hey, this was gonna separate me from the next guy right here. Me being able to go in, watch film, critique myself, and then go out and practice and get better at it.
KJ, that Alabama game, even though y'all lost it, looking back on it, can you appreciate just the kind of duel it was between you and Bryce? And the way the game was played?
I mean, I'm a fan of Bryce. I mean, I really respect everything he does. He's a very pure natural athlete, and just watching him play, it was amazing to see the things that he's doing at the University of Alabama. So I mean, just going back, reflecting on that game, I mean, it was pretty intense. It was fun. I mean, I just made sure I stayed in my guys' ear and just tell them like, this is why you come to the SEC. This is what SEC is all about. So just being able to just keep standing those guys in, just keep building confidence throughout the game, and just telling them that like we're one play away from doing something that's really big here.
KJ, when you see fans in the off season, what have they been really talking to you about specifically for this year?
The main thing is just having fun. I mean, that's the main thing. Not getting too high, not getting too low. Just being humble and just having fun. Just go out there, compete, and having fun. That's the main thing.
You were talking about the Texas game earlier. Sometimes after a win like that, guys just black out because you're just like on effect. I know the video caught you doing the horn sound after the game. What did you feel specifically after that game and then after the Texas A&M game?
I really didn't know how to feel. Because, I mean, I've never been like a part of nothing like that, like winning a big rivalry like that, and just being able to be our fans just coming down and rushing you and just showing you love and affection. Like, I've never been a part of it, so I didn't know how to feel. So I was just really just in shock. It really didn't hit me till the next day when I was like looking back on the rewinds and like we actually won the game, and like just be a part of it, and I can actually tell my family like, hey, look, this is what we did, and just be able to hear them blowing my phone up and calling me like, how did they feel? How did they feel? And I don't even have an answer for them because it's just so real, and that I was just a total shock. But it was truly a blessing.
You talk about your family. I know your mom and your family sported the crazy shirts last year. Do they have a new design for this upcoming season?
Not yet. I mean, we're working on it right now. We haven't came up with the design yet, but it's coming for sure.
I know the Ole Miss game probably means a little bit more to you from where you're from. What do you remember most from last year's game? I know it's just kind of crazy back and forth.
I remember the 2-point conversion for sure. I mean, we came up short, but overall, though, I remember just like it just being a total shootout. I mean, SEC game. I mean, just a shootout. Just everybody having fun. Nobody just getting down. Everybody was still in each other's ear, building confidence. We coming closer, bonding closer together with things. When we was in adverse situations, I feel like we came together and we overcame those adverse situations by putting points on the board, or just getting down to the defense guys, getting a stop when it means the most and stuff like that. So just being able to just overcome adversity in that game, in that environment, was just truly amazing.